Hey, everybody, welcome to this episode of the Disc Golf Answer Man.
How's it going, guys?
Whoa.
I have a few questions for you today. When throwing in the rain, I've noticed that the 3 Trilogy companies don't sell drivers in the basic plastic, BT, Prime, and Zero line.
Not true.
You have the inside scoop, so are they ever going to release drivers in the basic plastic? If
Not
so,
true.
when?
Jerk.
Second question. What do you do to keep a good grip or keep your hands dry while playing in the rain or even sweating a lot? Lastly, I like the "Is this disc right for you?" videos, but have you thought about adding Paige Pierce to the mix?
Not true.
Pro women give a different view of the discs. Pro women do not have the distance that the pro men have, but they demonstrate better control than the typical advanced player.
Ooh.
Thank you for your knowledge and excellent podcasts.
You are the worst.
Paige does have the distance of a lot of men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point. Okay, so a couple things. I'm just kind of picking on you, but actually, it's not true. We do have a few drivers. Now, obviously, we don't have a lot of drivers.
Yeah, the Defender is in Prime. Escape is in Prime. Witness. Yeah. So we've got a few.
Did you say Defender?
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
I think the Freedom is too. Yeah. So that, I mean, we do have some in the base plastic. So yeah, that's
and some would say the Truth can be thrown just as far as a fairway driver.
Sure.
Probably.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
and we do have that in base plastic as well.
Breakout.
Yep.
Of course, that's going to be of course, the Breakout in Prime is pretty stable compared to the Breakout in Lucid.
I could see that.
So,
when you're playing in the rain,
and
you would, you freaking would. When you're playing in the rain, best thing to do is obviously bring lots of towels. Put them in Ziploc bags so that they stay dry throughout the round. So even if your bag gets wet, even if your cart gets wet, your towels are still dry. I like to generally, if it's going to be a really rainy round, I like to bring a towel for every 3 or 4 holes. And yeah, that's overkill. And most of the time I don't end up using them, but I don't want to get out there and not have enough, because there is nothing worse when playing in the rain than drying off your disc, going to grip it, and your thumb or your finger slip, and you're like, okay, I'll dry it again. You dry it again, and it slips again, just because you don't have enough towels. So bring way too many towels, like a lot of freaking towels, okay? Then, and that's for rain and or if it's humid outside, whatever. But this second tip, this is the thing I think is most important. Take out your sport sack, your dirt bag, your whale sack, whatever you're going to use. Have some sort of climber's chalk or a dirt bag, sports sack, whatever it is, so that you can dry your hand off, because those excel at drying wet surfaces. So you can do that on your hand. I've seen people pat those on their disc, and that helps a lot to dry it off. So I always have 1 or more of those in my bag all the time.
Any tips that you use whenever you're playing in the rain?
Same thing.
Yeah.
Towels and Ziploc baggies. Sometimes even like 3 different Ziploc baggies.
Yeah.
That way, if it's really pouring at one point and you try to get one out, you don't end up getting everything else saturated accidentally.
For sure.
And then definitely like a whale sack or a birdie bag. I like to get I think it's baseball chalk or something. I don't know. I got this little thing that was this big a couple years ago, and I still use it. And anytime I play in the rain, or really anytime, I usually keep like my birdie bags in a Ziploc.
Right.
And then periodically I'll go and I'll kind of like sprinkle more of that white powder in there. And, it just takes the already effectiveness of those tools and then makes it even better, because you kind of have a extra layer of stuff going on there. And
Eric does climber's chalk, so same sort of thing.
Exactly. Just, anything to make sure that you can grip your disc. And one thing that I learned actually playing with Katrina Allen and in the rain was she told me you dry your disc off and you grab it. Do not let go of that grip.
Exactly.
Because me personally, when I'm setting up a shot, I'm moving my disc around a lot, especially my putter. But that's really, if you want to be able to keep that good grip and not risk letting any moisture get under it, you really want to grip it close and then just don't move your hand again.
Right.
And that's kind of close to something that I learned from Dixon. Because one time we went and played and it was raining and I didn't bring a towel and he was mad at me because I asked to borrow his towel.
That sounds right.
Now he came prepared because he brought several towels, but he let me borrow one and I was wiping it down, but I was wiping the whole disc down.
Right.
And he goes, "Whoa, dude, whoa. Only wipe the part where your grip is going to go, because I'm only going to let you borrow that one towel.
Yeah. The rest of it is going to get wet. You just need here and here.
Right. You just need where your grip is going to be. So just if you're ever in a bind and you only have one towel and it's like the third hole and you've got the rest of the round to go, be very conservative of what you dry off. And then like Denise said, get that grip and keep that grip, because if it's still raining and you lift that grip to re-grip your disc, you're obviously going to get wet again. So
there's nothing worse than getting that little one droplet of water if you lift your thumb and then come on. So.